G'day everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and checking in on the Way Huge Swollen Pickle Jumbo Fuzz Mark II. We'd like to thank Way Huge for sending us this pedal. It's very nice of you guys, thanks for looking after us. Hi, it's Editing Matt here. I keep calling this the Mark II, but it is absolutely 100% the Mark III. Sorry for being retarded. We promised we will look after it and send it back in tip-top condition. But anyway, this is a small mini version of the Swollen Pickle. So the original was a big box unit with 3 knobs on it, and then there was a slightly smaller unit that had a couple of extra knobs for the scoop and crunch. And now this is an even way smaller version. This is only a little bit bigger than my Polytune Mini. It's smaller than a Boss pedal. It's tiny. And they've replaced a couple of the knobs with switches, which is awesome because it just, you don't get stuck with choice paralysis by having all these bloody knobs on everything. So today I'm just going into the katana behind me. Copyright strike? Maybe not. We'll see how we go. So, normally I would start with everything sort of in the 12 o'clock position, and these down positions here for the switches are also off. I'll show you how we get to those in a sec. So, I think I'm just about unity volume. So first of all, this pedal has heaps of volume on tap. I'll just keep an eye on the levels on my door over there and see how much level we can punch into the front of this katana amp. It's such a thick, I can't describe how fuzzy this fuzz is. It's like a super fuzz. I can't explain it. There is so much fuzz going on here and so much harmonic content in there. It's just ridiculous. It's almost like fuzz soup. Actually, that's a good name for a pedal. I shouldn't have said that, but fuzz soup. I'm going to make one. Right, so let's go through it. So the sustain is like the gain. It's like the gain control on an overdrive pedal. So with not much gain on it all, you can, and just rolling my volume off a little bit, you can really sort of clean your tone up a little bit. By mucking around with the filter, you can bring some treble back in. That's actually a really nice tone. Yeah, all right. I can't believe how much it actually cleaned up. I'm shocked because there is so much fuzz in here. I'm shocked at how much that cleans up. So you can hear as soon as you touch the knob, the fuzz just comes roaring back in. Like. Up to past 12 o'clock now. the way wrung out now. I think if you're wanting a really thick fuzz sound, that's where I would have it, sort of around that that sort of 2-ish, 2 o'clock. It's going to go through all the tone settings for you now, show you all the different tones with the filter knob. It doesn't work exactly the same as a tone knob, it sort of scoops and shapes, but we'll roll through it and we'll have a listen. You guys can't see, but behind the camera, behind this front on camera here, there's a drum kit and the snares are rattling like I've never heard them rattle before. This thing is producing so much bass, it's unbelievable. So I think it's better if I just sort of keep scrolling through the filter. You can hear what it actually does. It's almost kind of like a wah. I think that's why it's called filter, because it's not actually it's not like a tone stack, like a bass and treble control. It is actually a filter, so it is boosting and cutting specific frequencies, and it's easier if I just sweep through it so you can really hear what's happening. There is so much bass in here, so much. So, now, hopefully that gave you a better understanding of how the filter knob actually works. Now, there's also 2 switches on here. So one will give you a scooped mids. You can also hear it with the scoops and mids, there's a lot more top end in there. So the manual says when both switches are down, it's the classic 3-knob swollen pickle configuration. It's like they're not even there. Now, the crunch knob is an odd one because it actually has nothing to do with any crunch in terms of like a crunchy amp. The crunch adds more compression. It changes the bias of the compression. It's back in the off position. Yeah, it does. So you can hear a change. You can hear it change, but you really notice it under your fingers how squishy it feels. So with both switches in the off position or the down position, that just leaves the swollen pickle in its classic 3-knob mode for the original big box. Well, there you have it. This is the new little format. Swollen Pickle Mark II. It is from Way Huge. Thank you, Way Huge, for sending us this. We really appreciate your support. there is just a ridiculous amount of fuzz on tap there, but it also cleans up beautifully. You can get a nice warm overdrive sound out of it. A couple of different options there with the switches as well. I mean, it's a very versatile fuzz in a tiny little footprint. Where's a Boss pedal? I'll grab a Boss pedal and show you. There is a Boss pedal beside it, so you can see how small this pedal is. I know it's hard to sort of get a gauge on how big something is when you're seeing it on the screen by itself. So there's a Boss pedal beside it to show you how small this is. Now this is just a ridiculous amount of fuzz to have in such a small package, and it's got such a varied palette of tones that you can select from. I really, really like it. And the most important thing for me, because pedal board space is really important to me, top mounted jacks. So clap for you. Way huge for getting top mounted jacks on this thing, because that really makes a huge difference to guys like me. It might not make any difference to you, but I really love the top mounted jacks, especially for squishing pedals all up together. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got this far, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and give us a thumbs up and a like and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel out and helps us bring you more cool content like this on cool pedals from Way Huge. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and bye.